AFTV, time to get into the player ratings.
Oh, great.
2-0 defeat to Tottenham. I don't know, somebody, I think it was James was saying it, somebody was saying, and quite a few people were saying, actually the performance, effort-wise and that, weren't bad. Just a couple of shocking moments and
Shit
we lose the
footballers.
game.
Shit footballers. What do you want me to say?
Right, let's get straight into it. Leno.
Don't think he had a lot to do.
I mean, there was somebody suggesting that he could have saved that. No, I think that's ridiculous. I think both goals, unbelievable finishes, especially the Son. I mean,
he weren't at fault. He weren't at fault for any of them. There's no debate. There's no nothing.
And that was about the only thing he had to do.
Literally it. Literally, that was it. I'll give him a 5 because it's just I didn't really see him.
I could see what's lining up for everybody.
No, but do you get what I mean, though, Robbie?
You got a 5. I mean, yeah, you're right. He had nothing to do apart from pick the ball out of the back.
I know, and it wasn't like his kicking. There wasn't a problem. He never put us in problems, and
he had nothing to do really the whole game.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
okay, let's get into the defenders. Hector Bellerin.
0. You hear that? People in the background, like 0. Move on, please. I've said all I want to say about him.
I'm trying to work out, right? I'm still trying to work out
how you can give him 1 point.
No, how you can't take a throw. That's the one that. But listen, you can make mistakes within a game. You can have a horror show of a football game. He's not the only one on that pitch that had it. But I think the thing that's compounded it for him today is that throwing thing. This is now how many occasions he's done that. How can you not take a... You manage your football team at your level. If you had a guy...
He'd be gone. Robbie would be gone.
Or you don't let him take a throw, do you?
No, if you can't take a throw, then you just can't play football in any way, shape or form. Go. Get in the bin. I'm sorry, but you can... How can you not take a throw? My 5-year-old knows how to take a throw. I'll upload a video of my 5-year-old doing it just to prove it.
My 11-year-old knows how to take a throw.
So my 10-year-old. My 20-year-old. My missus.
You know how to take a throw. Your missus.
Do you know what I mean? Right. It's like, come on, man. Seriously, mate.
Right, Rob Holden.
People are going to try and blame him for that first goal, but I don't think he could go into...
No, because you've got a player overlapping on him as well. I don't think that's his fault.
It wasn't.
I don't think... I mean, what do you reckon?
I don't think he had that bad a game.
Nor do I.
In many respects. I think the second half, we literally had nothing to do as a defensive unit. And then the 2 times that we were, had goals against us, it's not to blame for them. So I'm just going to go in the middle again, 5, because I don't think he was involved or at fault for anything that happened there.
Gabriel.
I thought in the second half, towards the end as well, he really tried,
Tried to drive. Remember that run?
Yeah, but it was on more than one occasion that he was trying to do that, and he was trying to, I don't know, just be a bit more active going forward to try and give a bit of urgency to the team.
Yeah.
But again, he's a defender that didn't have nothing to do, and he's not at fault for anything that happened there. So I would say, because obviously his energy towards the end and the fact that he looked like somebody that's trying to lead the team, which is what we do want. We want leaders and people that look like it means something. I'll give him a 6.
Okay, Tierney.
Again, today, I felt he got forward well. I felt
a few good crosses in as well.
Some good crosses in there, unlike his other fullback counterpart. Defensively, wasn't really, troubled. Wasn't down his side where the problems happened. So 5 for me.
Okay, moving into midfield. Partey.
Best player on the pitch until his injury, which I'm hearing is the same one. Or very similar area, so...
It's a shame, isn't it?
It is a shame.
Because he's
you could see what he
You need to
brings.
keep him on the pitch. He's quality.
But I did also feel as though he was only at 75, 80%.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he was still doing so many good things...
I understand rushing him in because, listen, we all call for him to come in.
Exactly, and this is what I said. Yeah. You can't sit there and blame the manager, because I've seen some people go, no, why'd you rush him back? You're the same ones that were saying rush him back. Make your mind up. Don't give me none of that, all right? We wanted him back.
What about him walking off the pitch?
The man's injured. The
But
Man
why
City-
not
yeah,
just
but if
stay
it's-
on or fall or go down or something? You don't walk off the pitch.
Well,
do you?
go down, they let you play on anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered.
Or try and rugby
But
tackle
then the
player
problem
going
was,
past
the
you.
problem was, he's actually gone to come off the pitch at the point where we're having an attack to score a goal, and the last thing he's probably thinking is that they're literally going to break within the space
Yeah, but
of
you
4 or
can't come
5
off the pitch
seconds.
though, can you? That was an odd thing to do.
Well, I think he was coming over to the side of the pitch to actually
just to
come
say,
off
I need to
and,
come
and
off.
come off. And then the break's happening and he's sort of turned around and Arteta's like, try and go back on, go and push him back on sort of thing. Because nobody expected, well, obviously Thomas Partey's not been here for that long, so he probably don't realise that Hector can't cross. You know, so maybe in a year's time he'd have been like, bloody hell, stay in the middle because Hector's about to cross a ball.
You're blaming a lot on Hector Bellerin.
Yeah, loads.
Scapegoating a bit.
No, it's no scapegoat. It's no scapegoating.
Right,
It's no scapegoating. Do you know what I mean?
You heard what Ty said, don't scapegoat players. We win together.
No, listen.
We win together, we lose together.
Listen. I let Ty have his opinion and I respect that, but no.
All right. What, we don't win together, we don't lose together?
No, I'm saying Hector Bellerin needs to be called out for his performance. He's got no football brain. I'm sorry. The guy's got more foul throws than we've got goals this season. How fucking bad is that? Don't laugh.
10 foul throws.
It's near enough. How many has he had? About
it's not
5?
10, it's not
It's
10.
close enough. About
All
5?
right,
What is it, 5? But,
All right, so what
Robbie,
did you give Partey? You didn't say.
I don't know, man. 5. There's 6.
Okay.
He was the best player on the pitch until he come off, man. I'm giving him a 6. No, man.
All right, Xhaka.
0. 0, 0, 0, 0, minus 0, whatever.
All right, can't argue with that. He was
It's poor. I back the guy more than anyone on it.
If he doesn't, you don't drive forward. And if you're not going to be that type of player, a bit like that guy Højbjerg, right? In their team. You know Højbjerg, he ain't going to pick the ball up, drive forward. He ain't going to create a thing.
It's just...
So he just sits there and just does the ugly stuff and that's it. But I don't know with Xhaka what he does. I don't know whether he's that player who does the ugly stuff. Is he a player supposed to get forward? I've never been able to work out
Everything's sideways
since he's
or
come to
backwards.
Arsenal what exactly type of midfielder he is. He's not a goal-scoring midfielder, not a dynamic midfielder. He's not a holding midfielder. I don't know what. I mean, that's the thing that
I don't know what to say.
I can see what
do you
his
want me to say?
midfielder is when he plays for Switzerland. I know what his midfielder is when he plays for us.
No. He'll probably drive home tonight and he'll be in reverse. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Right.
I've had enough of it.
Saka.
I felt he was one player that really tried, especially in the second half. I felt his touch let him down a few times in the first half.
Yeah, he was in round a couple of
Yeah.
times, touch. But second half, he kept going.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
kept
you wanna
going. You know what? I can't give him more than what did I give Gabriel? I don't remember now. Was it a
see.
6?
Gabriel a 6.
Yeah, probably the same, to be honest.
Okay.
I think those touches let him down in the first
Right.
half, but his
Willian
overall play.
on the other side.
Do you know what? I thought he put some good crosses in. And again, now that's a player that will get scapegoat.
I think, I
That's-
agree. You
that's
know,
right.
I actually agree with you. I think in the game, the one thing I don't see enough from Willian is him picking up the ball and driving past players, but they were very deep today. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very difficult to do. But he was
Understand, yeah.
he's whipping in crosses and that, and nobody's on the end of them. Nobody's
No.
busting a gut. He whipped in
no.
crosses. He played a couple of little nice, intricate balls around the blocks. He weren't the worst player. I don't
No,
think
he
so.
wasn't. And again, when you speak about scapegoats, he will be the first name that
Yeah.
people mention. So, and that's when you need to really look at the person's performance and say, yeah, I'm going a bit too extreme here. I'm not extreme in my thoughts on Hector because it's a continuation over and over. And he never did anything to warrant anything in that game. He don't even get a point for putting his kit on the right way. Do you know what I mean? And I thought Willian, there were some good moments in there. But when you think about how much wages he's on and what he's been brought in to do, it's not good enough.
Waste of money, innit?
It's not good enough at all, man.
What are you gonna give him?
I'll give him a 5.
Okay. Lacazette.
I thought his work rate was excellent, and at least he looked like he had a fight in him and tried in that respect. I'll give him a 7 for that reason, because it actually looked like somebody that cared. He looked like somebody that wanted to actually try and fight for the team.
All right, Aubameyang.
Again, it's poor. Something's not right with him, man. I want to know what it is. I genuinely don't know, man. That's not the Aubameyang that we all know and the Aubameyang that we all love. Something's not right. He don't look right in training. He don't look right in interviews. to show how far detached this football club is from the reality of social media, is that before they criticise fan channels and say the things that they do, maybe they should actually have a sense of understanding of what to put online. Because the video I saw of Aubameyang this week, of him talking and previewing the North London derby, was dreadful.
There's a lot of people saying he didn't.
The moment I watched that, I was like, what on
upbeat, was he?
earth was that? He looked dejected. He didn't look himself. He just looked despondent. Wasn't looking at the camera, wasn't smiling. And yeah, I understand he's not going to be happy at the moment or whatever. But there never felt anything about that interview that made me go, yeah, my captain. Like, I see a fire in his belly. I see anger. Like, it just, like it was somebody else. It's like somebody's, he's like out of his body and it's somebody else in there. Do you know what I mean? It's Space Jam. They took his powers. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I just can't describe it. And at what point did anybody on the media team at Arsenal look at that and go, it don't look right? And the moment it went out, go in the comments. Not talking one or two, like every comment's like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? People can see it. We're not blind. We've seen Aubameyang, the life and soul of everything. Smiles like he's got... You could have the biggest problem in the world and he would make you smile because it's infectious. But now it's gone. There's nothing there. There's no smile, no infectious, you know, the way that he is or anything. Completely. I didn't mark him, did I?
No.
Honestly, man, I don't know what to say, but it's not a fault for the goals in that respect. So he probably gets off one.
Okay.
Unlike the players that I called out, who I think are partly...
One.
But
All right.
I just want to know what's wrong with him, Robbie.
Yeah. Who else? That's Sabias. Well, we're going to the subs now.
Yeah.
Sabias came on.
I thought he'd done all right when he
Did
came
all
on.
right.
He tried. Looked like a player that...
He's trying.
Tried, but...
They were, by that time, they were just camped out everybody behind the ball. Couldn't break them down.
I'm 5.
Eddie Nketiah, did he come on? I think he barely
See,
touched
that's
the
what I
ball.
mean. Can't even remember.
Yeah.
Can't give more than... Just give him a
Standard
5, guys.
I think that was the only 2 subs that came on, wasn't it?
I think so.
That was the strange thing about it. That just showed you how little we had on the bench to change the game. The manager.
I'd say he picked a team that we looked at and went, yeah, I'm happy with that. Apart from, obviously...
Was his tactics naive, as Lee Judges says? You know what, Tottenham, they've been playing like that all season, sitting in, catching teams on a counter-attack.
But then you say that, but then it's down to the players to, what's the word, like, to be able to execute a game plan. We knew that that's what they were going to do.
They're not executing his game.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is...
So is that him?
Right, it's not his fault that Hector didn't cross the ball. It's his fault for playing him, but it's not his fault for not laying a simple pass when Aubameyang is one-on-one and laying a ball. No, but that's what I'm saying, Robbie. That's not his fault in that respect, okay? It's not his fault that Hector gets drawn inside and doesn't realise what's around him. I can blame him for the player that he picked, but when you looked at the team as a whole, when you looked at it, you went, with what was available, yeah, I'll take that. We all wanted Partey to start. He started. Suppose you could question Granit Xhaka starting, but then there's pros and cons.
How much? You're making go round?
5.
5? Just lost another game.
Yeah, I know.
What's that in a row now? Is that...
I don't know.
3-4 games in a row in the Premier League?
1 game in a row. We won on Thursday.
So I'm in the Premier League, I said. You're generous with that. Winning on Bellerin, you know.
Don't even compare the 2 of them, man. I can't wait till Hector Bellerin's gone, man. I swear to God. I'm genuinely. It's going to be such a joyous day.
Okay.
Such a joyous day.
We won't do the fans because it was only their fans.
Yeah, 0 wankers, all of them.
But that is it. We've lost the North London derby 2-0. Burnley next week. I think this is almost like a must-win game.
And guarantee I'll get an email this week saying I've got a ticket.
Would you like to earn yourself some extra money this Christmas? Maybe you want to buy a gift for your friend, for your family. Maybe you want to donate some money to charity. Well, why don't you check out Profit Accumulator? So to find out more and to sign up, check the link in the description and get involved right now with Profit Accumulator.